text, audio, and video news of the globe from Scientific Television. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with us. Thank you.
Now listen to the headline news. Trump says very dangerous for UK to do business with China as Starmer lands in Shanghai. Why Iran's response to a US attack could be different this time. Ukraine sees quieter night as Trump says Putin will not attack its cities. Imran Khan not the only one silenced as Pakistan military stifles dissent. Panama voids Hong Kong-based firm's canal port contracts. Why China moved so quickly to execute 11 members of a notorious mafia family. Why the US dollar hit a 4-year low and could fall further. Weight loss jab users warned over rare but serious pancreas issue. Benfica meet Real in playoffs after dramatic league phase encounter. Vietnam to sell tycoons Hermes Birkin bags to offset fraud losses. China has lifted sanctions on 6 British MPs and peers, Starmer says. At least 170 killed in airstrikes during Myanmar's widely criticized election, UN says. Music legend Fela Kuti becomes first African to get Grammy's Lifetime Achievement Award. Trump says it would be great if US didn't have to use military force on Iran. Syrian government reaches deal with Kurdish-led forces. Now listen to the main detailed news. U.S. President Donald Trump warned that it was very dangerous for the UK to do business with China as Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer visited Shanghai to strengthen UK-China ties. Trump criticized new trade and investment agreements announced after Starmer met President Xi Jinping. The UK government rejected Trump's view, defending engagement with China while acknowledging security concerns and ongoing cooperation agreements. The deployment of the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group near Iranian waters has heightened fears of a direct U.S.-Iran confrontation. This move comes amid Iran's most violent crackdown on protests in years, with thousands reportedly killed or detained. U.S. President Donald Trump has issued strong warnings to Tehran, while Iranian leaders signal that any U.S. strike would be treated as an act of war. Ukraine experienced a relatively quieter night after U.S. President Donald Trump said Russian President Vladimir Putin had agreed not to attack Kyiv and other towns during an extreme cold spell. The Kremlin confirmed receiving Trump's request, but offered no details. Air raid alerts still sounded in several regions, though no major strikes hit Kyiv's energy infrastructure, as temperatures are expected to fall sharply. Pakistan is witnessing increasing restrictions on dissent, as former Prime Minister Imran Khan remains largely cut off from family, lawyers, and public communication while in prison. His relatives accuse Military Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir of silencing him, claims denied by the government. Meanwhile, journalists, lawyers, and human rights activists face arrests, long prison sentences, media bans, and growing pressure, narrowing space for criticism. Panama's Supreme Court has annulled contracts that allowed Hong Kong-based C.K. Hutchison, through its subsidiary Panama Ports Company, to operate 2 major container ports on the Panama Canal. The ruling declared the underlying laws unconstitutional. The decision follows repeated claims by U.S. President Donald Trump that China controls the canal. Panama denies such claims, while C.K. Hutchison has rejected the court's decision as unlawful. China has executed 11 members of an organized crime family from Laokai in northeastern Myanmar, sentenced to death in September for running brutal online scam operations. The Ming family, part of 4 powerful clans that dominated the region, was accused of torture, murder, and forcing tens of thousands into fraud compounds. The executions followed China's crackdown on transnational scam networks targeting Chinese citizens. The US dollar has fallen sharply in recent weeks, hitting a 4-year low against a basket of currencies and multi-year lows against the euro and pound. The drop followed renewed market volatility after a turbulent 2025, marked by President Donald Trump's tariff announcements. Although the decline has briefly slowed, analysts warn the dollar may weaken further, raising concerns about inflation, purchasing power, and its global reserve currency status. The UK's Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, MHRA, has warned that people using GLP-1 weight loss injections such as Wegovy, Ozempic, and Mounjaro face a rare risk of acute pancreatitis. The regulator has updated safety information and urged users to seek immediate medical help if they experience severe, persistent stomach or back pain. Millions have used these medicines, which remain widely prescribed. The Champions League playoff draw has produced high-profile clashes, including Benfica facing Real Madrid just weeks after their dramatic league phase meeting. Newcastle will take on Qarabağ, while defending champions Paris Saint-Germain face Ligue 1 rivals Monaco. The two-legged playoffs involve teams ranked 9th to 24th, beginning on 17th-18th February, with winners advancing to the last 16 of the competition. Vietnamese authorities are moving to sell luxury assets belonging to disgraced tycoon Trong My Lan, including 2 Hermes Birkin bags and a luxury yacht, to help recover billions lost in fraud. Trong My Lan is serving a life sentence after being convicted of massive embezzlement from Saigon Commercial Bank. Officials have seized more than 1,200 assets, with auctions planned to compensate victims.